What's up, y'all? Hey, winners. This is Dr. DDB, your elite MD. Winners win, and we are winning.
So
there you go, mama.
You know what? The question that you asked, what's the question now? How do you say girl bye? You don't necessarily people that you say girl bye to is people you just like girl bye. Right. No, I can't do this. But people just coming into your life, or people you just, I don't even know how I want to say this. I know what I'm. How do you say it? Like people gonna always come in your life, right? Y'all might not be going the same route. Y'all might not be going the same thing, and you want to like try to build them up, or whatever. Or even though you might be going different, you don't want to just say girl bye. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
girl bye is when you gotta say girl bye. Oh no, bye. Bye.
Now that didn't happen in this situation.
Yeah,
it did happen in this situation.
Yeah, situation.
But I can't do this, And then you come to them people where you just like, you want to try to like motivate, like us, like you're like, girl, go do what you gotta do. You need to step. You need to do this. I'm so proud of you. Always giving encouraging words, or you praying for them, or whatever. But you don't just necessarily have to be with them people all the time. Like long distance. Just like Brittany, our friend Brittany, the other nurse.
Right.
We think about it all the time.
All the time.
Right.
But,
we still.
And show up for it. She gave, one invitation. We was there. Absolutely.
So we wouldn't say, but girl bye is like the first, but like y'all say girl bye, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you think that revisiting that relationship then will be beneficial down the road? But I think it was so drama-fied then, and like it was just so traumatic.
Because I don't know how she is like
now
with like separated with people, but like when she comes, she's so quiet now. She's running the floor now. She's managing. She's like on a whole new level now. Like
and that's just growth, right?
It's growth, yeah. So she wasn't like a girl bye. Like some people, you be like, oh no, Somebody like, our charge nurse that's bye,
Right.
Hey and bye, now we not even have a long conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so toxic, negative. That's not good for the spirit, Like if you on a different, your spirit is on a different level, yeah.
No, that's exactly where I was at because I was
with her then, yeah.
Yeah, then, not now because I don't talk to her now. But I'm saying like, is that something I should like revisit like in the future? Being that she has grown now, I'm in a different headspace.
She might still be the same person like away, but you know how y'all were. Like you might start getting somewhere, because she used to get mad you wouldn't go out with her, you didn't want to go out.
Right,
she might still do that now, but you know how she used to be so outspoken at work. She's not doing that now. She's a little more phony. I don't know how she is, in y'all private like how y'all used to do. But you do have them girl bye. Oh no, I can't hang with you bye.
It was more so of like walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
And like trying to say the right thing.
Exactly. Scared she was gonna say gonna say something. That wasn't a good relationship at all.
And that's not how
she is. She's more like what you call them people that try to boss you around all the time. Narcissists, whatever. I ain't gonna say the word. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She wanted to control the situation all the time. Yeah.
But Britt, what were you saying? You were saying something like revisit the situation.
Revisit the friendship. Like, is that something that somebody should revisit?
Can you revisit it?
Yeah. Can you revisit that friendship? And
because you're saying like
great will blossom out of that.
Yeah, because you're saying something like forgiveness. Like you and her, y'all rekindle y'all friendship.
Yeah.
Can y'all all rekindle that friendship and like sit down and talk and say what made us separate? What made me pull away from you? Because I didn't like when you doing this, and will she listen to you and take it in and be like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know, blah 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 blah.
I think that's the biggest thing what you just said right now. Can she be big enough to say, yeah, man, I was down bad back then for that.
Because she always asks me, not always, I don't see her all the time, so I don't think, but when I do see her and talk to her, she'll ask about you. How they doing? How they doing? I say they doing good. Tell them I say, hey, and I'm so glad, But that's me. Everybody
We'll
just
talk like
nice
that
to
with
me.
you.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. I choose to move a little bit different. So for me, I wouldn't revisit that because I'm 1,000 on my friendships. And y'all know that because we just hung together. Y'all, we go to breakfast early in the morning. I wake them up. It's an investment to be. Now, why you rolling your eyes like that?
Yeah, because I'm not head in the space too. Because she when we went to breakfast and she took over the breakfast.
I didn't take over the breakfast, but it was
The bill. I cannot even help pay for the bill.
I don't even care. I don't even argue about that no more. I just sit
That's
back.
okay though. I got you at the
But listen, even though we fighting over the bill, another investment. Ain't as good to have friends fighting over the who gonna pay, baby. Some other friends would be like, "Girl, you got it."
exactly all the time.
Exactly. But you know what else it is? Y'all had to get up out your sleep.
Me, because I'm not a day person at all.
And I work nights too. Brick work days.
I'm so ready to go to bed.
Right.
I might sleep too.
But then also like even like doing this, like just being what I'm saying is that I'm on 1,000 with my love. We went to the farmer's market, everything. But I'm on 1,000 with my love. And it takes a lot of time and effort. I text, you know what I mean? I'm praying for y'all. So for me, I know the type of energy that I have to put out to have the magnitude of relationships I do. So for you to come in, like you out, and I know why you out, even though some situations you do forgive or whatever, I'm okay with leaving those situations where they are.
You can leave it there, but the question was, what I was saying was, girl, bye. What is it? I don't know.
So girl bye is just kind of this token word that a lot of people are using by saying like they don't have time for like I don't got time for none of that. Mm-hmm. So I don't got time for zero foolishness, zero mistakes, zero mess ups. Like we are quick on the trigger on that girl bye.
Yeah. So you say girl bye, but yet you, in the conversation you say how to teach people how to love and forgive and be a bondage instead of saying so quick to depart.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I was like it threw me like, what are we girl buying or what are we trying to build?
What we're trying to do is build relationships. And we're saying that like exactly what you said. What we're saying is some of those relationships need to be girl bye.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is that it's 10 years later, is less likely that I'll go seeking out that relationship that was told to me.
So toxic.
Yeah, it was toxic for me, but to be honest with you, she told me girl bye.
Oh,
basically.
I mean,
but you gonna be revisiting, but
Brittany's relationship was different.
Yeah, but Brittany girl buyed her.
But Brittany had the girl bye because she was
so toxic to her.
Right.
Yeah, so toxic.
So could there be beauty in the relationship?
But the thing about it is, if it could be beauty, but it don't even have to be beauty in it. If like just so y'all run into each other, will you be able to just be social with each other and then still just...
Oh, absolutely. If I seen her on the street, what's up all day?
Girl,
what's up all day?
It wouldn't go to
like going out to dinner. She couldn't go to breakfast with us.
I think because every time we go to breakfast, every time we hang out, we get tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
We share stuff, we buying stuff, we loving on each other, we talking, we might be crying,
Exactly, we'll cry, but I say all the time, God has truly blessed me with y'all. I'm telling you, I don't want to cry, I cry. True, I say it all the time. I have three bonus daughters. I don't have daughters, I have 3 sons, but to have a daughter, I have 3 bonus daughters who I love like they're my blood daughters. Yeah, so and I tell y'all all the time, I'm so thankful God let me cross y'all.
Oh, don't cry. Y'all, this is July 2nd.
July 21st.
July 7th, okay? So yeah, these are emotional bunnies in here, but
but I thank God for y'all crossing my path. It was a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a true blessing.
And I love y'all so much because at the end of the day, man, we always circle back right here. Right. This is true, genuine love, friendship,
I
family
wish
ship.
that other video would have went because no crying. I'm not crying. I just got a little bit.
I can't believe we messed up that video. But at the end of the day, if you think any relationship, maybe not that relationship,
Right.
but if it's on your heart, that's what I would tell anybody. If it's on your heart that it keeps pinging you and God keeps pinging you. I wanted to tell one of my friends, girl, by like last year, like she kept, I kept getting the mess ups, y'all. I'm talking about over and over. And God wouldn't let me let her go. Now she's, she dropped down.
Right.
She might but she on the associate level. Like she can't sleep in my house no more.
But that's what I'm saying. You keep people on the diss and like
so you got to know the levels of this. And I tell people sometimes like this, I got sunflowers to give out all day long. You could get these sunflowers, baby. I will give them out all day long. At my job, on the street, everything is sunflowers. Breakfast, whatever you need, food, whatever. Then you got these gemstones, these rubies, these emeralds, things like that. You keeping those close, you know what I mean? Things that are important to you. Then you got these diamonds. They can have the key to your house, you know what I mean? They can be with your husband, all that stuff.
but you know what I mean? You truly trust.
You know what I mean? So it's levels to it, just like it's levels to whatever, right? So you understand how you move with people. So she went from maybe being a gemstone to a sunflower, and I give it out to you, whatever else. But God wouldn't just let me cut her off.
Right? Maybe one of them things you blow.
With the But what I am saying is that you have to protect. I do respect what you're saying, that we have to protect ourselves. But one thing I want to let you know is if God is nudging you to revisit a relationship, then you be obedient. But I wouldn't go digging up.
No,
You know what I mean? I wouldn't go digging up. I know you're not. I'm just saying. That's what Britt was asking. Like, would you go back because the person is different now, because they're moving a little different? I'm saying if God is nudging you,
maybe God stepped into them.
Right? Because if He's nudging you, then maybe you need to, because they need something out of you.
He would bring it to you.
Right. But if He said leave that alone, it didn't ran its course. Make sure you leave that alone.
And some things, that's it. They run it card. That branch is gone.
All right, y'all. So if y'all haven't noticed, Sassy Pooh. Sassy is mad, y'all. She ain't been outside and she been all up in the video. You gonna say hi?
No. I'm tired of y'all now.
All right, y'all. Now I guess that's part 2 now, huh? All right, y'all. It's Dr. D to be your Elite MD winners win, and we are winning. All right, love y'all.
If it doesn't lift me, then it's out of sight.